The now former chair of Te Whatu Order is refusing to go quietly. Rob Campbell has been sacked by Health Minister nzherald for breaking the code of conduct by publicly criticising National's Three Waters policy and Christopher Luxon. But political editor Jason Wall says Campbell is digging in his heels.
Moments after Herald brought down the hammer, Campbell was live on air, saying it was the Prime Minister who'd got this wrong. He says Chris Hipkins has misinterpreted the code of conduct and Herald has refused his apology and explanation, which is that he was commenting as a private citizen. Campbell says legal action is not off the table.
Locals in Hawke's Bay have used a public meeting near Napier to vent their frustration about crime. Napier MP and Police Minister Stuart Nash, Napier Mayor Kirsten Wise, Hastings Mayor Sandra Hazelhurst and Police Superintendent Jeanette Park attended. One resident believes a curfew should have been put in place straight after Cyclone Gabrielle.
This should be a standard operating procedure going forward, okay? You need to just take control.
Nash and other community leaders didn't speak at the meeting, but after the meeting, he told Hawke's Bay Today he agreed that in hindsight, there were some things that could have been done differently. Stuart Nash says he'll be meeting with the district commander today and look at what lessons can be learned. Property values continue to sink, with the average home value down by $120,000 from this time last year. One Roof Velocity data shows average property values have fallen 11.5% in the past 12 months. Greater Wellington's copped the biggest drop, down nearly 23%, followed by Auckland, which has dipped nearly 15%. A continuous year-on-year increase of threats against our politicians. Police were involved with more than 100 in 2022, a significant jump from 38 threats in 2019, 54 in 2020 and 70 in 2021. Former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern was a major target, receiving 60 personal threats in the last year. Around 500 people packed into an Auckland University lecture theatre last night for the city's first election debate of the year. Two parties outside Parliament got some time in the sun on the economy and climate change. The Opportunities Party's Rafe Manji underlined one of its key policies, a tax shift.
And essentially what we're doing is shifting the burden of the tax from incomes, and we're going to shift the burden onto land.
Meanwhile, the New Conservative's Helen Houghton came under fire for her environmental views. After suggesting we shouldn't attribute every weather event to climate change, she was asked whether she believed humans contributed to climate change.
I think this is a bigger conversation to have.
Concerns for Auckland University staff are in the midst of an ongoing pay dispute. Tertiary education union members there are set to walk off the job for 23 hours from 1:30 p.m. today. Indonesian officials say security forces in Papua have surrounded the separatists, holding New Zealand pilot Philip Mertens hostage. They say they'll exercise restraint while negotiating his release and won't take actions that will endanger his life.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.